Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am going to show you the last of the projects for the National Scrapbooking Day. And these, look at those adorable little penguins. I mean, a little dancing penguin and a swimming penguin. So, so cute. Anyway, this is called Little Penguins, and you get that exclusive stamp set. You get this real cute little album. Look at that wonderful inside. Isn't that cute? And you get lots and lots of paper. And you'll need the raspberry and 3 of the tri-blend markers and the intense black marker. And so here are the instructions that I downloaded from the page where it says Little Penguins in a download guide. And so I went ahead and printed them out. You won't get instructions in the kit. So it's a lot of cutting, but not anything super hard. And they give you these page protectors with part of the kit and also some die cuts. But the page protectors, I went ahead and labeled 1 through 9 and open and close to go with the project pages. So this is an opening page, and then they have a closing page, and then projects 1 through 9. So I don't have grandkids, and my son is 26, soon to be 27. So I thought, why am I even making this? And I thought, well, I wanted to make all of the projects. But my son's best friend has a daughter who's 18 months old. And what baby is not just absolutely adorable at 18 months old? And so I am going to give it to her parents so that they can put her pictures in it. And I mean, there's going to be so many cute pictures. I took so many pictures of Philip. He spent most of his age, around 18 months, inside closets, pulling everything out of them. So lots of cute pictures. So like I said, the cutting wasn't too bad, and putting the pages together wasn't too bad. How cute is that, right? Just a little color paper behind the cutout words. And so I'm just using the liquid glue to put behind there, and I kind of set it aside and let it dry some. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'll be playing some music throughout this. But just know if these projects are still available, they will be until May 31st. And there, are 5 different projects. There's 2 card projects, this little album, and a couple of scrapbooking pages for albums, and all of them have exclusive stamps or whatever in them. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notifications of when I put something out. These projects have taken me a little bit to do, and so I've been kind of few and far between here with these projects, but I'll be working on a bunch more pages with some of our newer paper called Hope and Kindness, and really lovely, lovely paper. So we're also using the white gel pen with this. If you don't have it, if you have a white marker to use for a little stitching and just little enhancements here and there. So here's just one of the many penguins. These are just so adorable. Some of them are going to get stamped directly on the papers, and then some of them are going to get stamped on the white cardstock and cut out. And this one's so cute. And then we use, there's a yellow, a blue, and a pink tri-blend marker that we're using also. So I'm going to start some music, and you can purchase this kit at my website, dorothy.closetomyheart.com. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will check in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Just thought I'd check in after a few songs, and you can see that a number of the pages we just kind of make our own journaling card. And you can either leave yourself a quarter of an inch or 3/8 of an inch in between each line, but super simple to do. And you always want to have a little place to do your journaling. So just easy peasy. And I am making a line, I am bisecting this square. And so it's going right down the middle of both sides. And then I add the little squares. And look at how cute that looks. I mean, just an effective little way of making, some accent to the four pieces. And then we're going to do a little stamping. Aren't they cute? Just so cute. I tell you, I think this stamp set is just absolutely adorable. And especially if you have a little one, and you're taking pictures, with parents of little ones. I mean, it's just absolutely, it's awesome. See, it's awesome. So too cute. Anyway, and these die cuts are really nice. They're thick and very sturdy, and I like being able to I like the cutout letters so you can put some color behind them to really make it stand out. And I'm just dabbing this heart. So it was stamped in raspberry, and then I just dabbed it with a sponge in the raspberry ink. So these are all getting 2x2 pictures. So how sweet. So you've got, when you take your pictures, a lot of times things are a little bit too far away. And so there's a lot of stuff where you can just cut out small pictures. I'm adding little rosy cheeks. Adorable, right? I just think this is such a cute little album. I was really glad that I went ahead and got it. And now you see how simple it is when you have them marked with your post-it note, and you put in all of the pieces in particular. So, it's just when you're making multi-page things or multi-cards, you really want to do this. I started cutting this rather very big project. It's like 6 2-page layouts. And if you can believe it, did I listen to myself? No. And I went ahead and started making a pile of paper of cuts. It took me it took me actually more time to find the right pieces to mark which it goes with and put it in the appropriate place than it did to do the initial cuts. So the other thing you can do is just have a light pencil and very lightly on the back mark, okay, this is 1C or 1D or 3F. And you can put that on the back of the paper, and that will help you determine what goes where. However you do it, you really need to do it so you don't frustrate yourself, because then, what's the fun when you're frustrated? So don't work against yourself. And I have to remind myself the same thing. It's like, good grief, you should know better. You teach better than that, and you don't do it yourself. I was very upset with myself when I realized I cut so many pieces that were unmarked. So anyway, I'm cutting out these little flowers. Now, I think you could stamp them directly on the page if you wanted to. It's kind of up to you. Some coloring on them, and you don't want to mess up the surrounding area. And if you cut them out, then you can pop them up. And so there's a lot to be said for a little dimension. And that one's going on the yellow. So you wouldn't necessarily want to color in pink over the yellow. That may not come out too good. So anyway, there's quite a few little bits and pieces on this 6x6 card. There's all sorts of nice little designs that they're using, scallops and little tags and all sorts of things. And I love this white pen because look at how that white sticks out from the black. It really shows up brilliantly. So I love that. And it's just an itty bitty amount of work that really makes a difference. And I love that kind of stuff when just a little bit says a lot. So now I am putting the stickum on either, my Tombow, on either side. I'm not putting it in the middle. And you will see why. So this little card is going to go on the black card. And there we go. Well, I didn't get to show you, it missed. Anyway, I made the card, made the lines, and that gets put down into the pocket. So we've made a little pocket for the journaling card. So that's why I only put the Tombow down on each side and not in the middle. So we're painting her up, and look, the little pink, that shows up just fine on the yellow. And there's her little pink cheeks. So she's a little dancing penguin. And our little white dots show up beautifully. So cute, right? And then you can just pull the little tag up and put your journaling inside. So how great is that? And then we've got another little, oh, that little flower fell off. So the next one, we're on to page 4. And this one's really cute. It's got the little, it's got a zip strip there that has the little semicircles. And of course I put it on the wrong side. But I've got this great kind of a glue eraser. So it just takes the glue right off and leaves it in a blob on the corner. And there's no residual left. It's such a good, handy little tool to have. So I love that color green. Isn't that pretty? And that kind of covers the colors that were being used in this kit. The blue and the green, it's and the yellow and the Sundance orange. I mean, just, we've got it all covered here. And there's our white gel pen again. That's also for sale on my website, along with the tri-blend markers and the Tombow. It's all on my website. So you could be ready to go. And of course, all my inks, the stamps, stamp pads, everything you see there, the scissors, the black journaling pen, tweezers, and the wonderful mat, the measuring mat, so you can do a layout and very easily you can eyeball it from one side of the paper to the other. So it just makes it super, super simple. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's like I'm missing something. Okay, going on to the next one. Don't know what happened there. So here's the Sundance color. Isn't that pretty? And would I have put pink with it? No, but it looks good. So I like all the, I like the black accent. This is real cute paper, that little double hearts there. It's very, very cute. And then we've got our 2x2s. You know, so I was thinking that this would be a great little album to just make kind of a little storybook, maybe about, you know, a child's summer. And you know, you could turn it into just a little story about the child. So we're just, once again, I'm dabbing the raspberry ink with the sponge and then just simply putting the great die cut over it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make my journaling lines. So once again, I mean, this is like the third or fourth journaling card that we've made. So I just take it down. I'm keeping the edge of the paper going down the main line there, one of the half inch marks. And there we go. Perfect little pocket to put your journaling in. And so a little kid, I think little hands could handle this little book pretty easily. You know, they could flip through you know, they can use their sticky hands, and the plastic page protectors protect the pages. So, you know, little kids love to look at pictures of themselves and go over, you know, tell me about this and tell me about that. And they can see it over and over again to kind of gel it in their little minds. So a little book like this would be just perfect to do for your little kid, whether it's your own child or a grandchild or a little niece or nephew. They all love to see pictures of themselves and hear about their little stories. So you could even ask them about, you know, what did they think when they were in that picture? You know, going swimming or dancing or, you know, whatever it happens to be. And you could add that little comment that they made into the journaling. And I mean, how meaningful would that be? So I'm making like a kind of a little tag idea. And then we're going to stamp. This little sweetie taking a picture. So it's a little penguin with a little camera. And it's a pink camera too, but you know what? You could make it a blue camera or a green camera if you wanted to. Or an orange camera, whatever you like. So we're up to number 6. Now this one is super cute. This is a little swimming penguin, and they have the little swimming tube on. It's it's really adorable. And look at this cute paper with the little flowers. See, those are the same kind of idea as the little die cut flowers, or the little stamped flowers. Same kind of thing. So I'm going to put a little 3x4 placeholder there. And then just kind of, I'm semi-eyeballing a good portion of this stuff. I'm kind of using the go by as the numbers on the side of my layout mat. That layout mat, if you don't have one, super handy. And it gets used a lot. And then the reverse side, of course, is perfect for stamping on because it's got a super spongy back on it, so it doesn't slide while you're working on this side, and then the other side is excellent for stamping. So we're going to put the cool in yellow, and then I'm just going to trim off the excess. There we go. And I think here comes this just darling little penguin. Look at that. How cute is that? So he's just adorable with his little inner tube on and splashing water. So he's going to have a little yellow inner tube. And then I'm going to make the little water droplets, of course, blue. So just absolutely, I mean, you can't not love those little penguins. Just too cute for words. So how many journaling cards have we made now? a bunch. And look, each one has been different. And they're not boring. So, I mean, just so cool. And then we're just going to tuck that one behind there. And then I'm going to pop up the cool. I think that's just a darling little page. So I don't know. Who knew that I would like this so much? Now I will tell you, just for your information, this video is speeded up 300%, and I would say this took me, now I'm not sure how long it goes. I forgot to look at that. At least an hour and a half, maybe close to 2 hours to do all of this, plus some cutting. Now I like this. Isn't that a cute die cut? It looks like a ripped. That's just super cute. Those little small black accents really give it a punch, don't they? So now we're up to number 7. So, you know, we're getting close to being finished here. And, you know, if you like one side of the paper better than the other, then by all means, you do what you like. So, you know, as I've said always, I basically make things according to the instructions so you can see what the instructions say to do. That being said, when I cook, there isn't a recipe I follow. But with these, I just kind of feel different. I just feel like, you know, go ahead and let you see how the instructions meant for it to look. But you can be like me with cooking recipes and not follow. Do what you want to do. I just don't even think I'm capable of following a recipe, to tell you the truth. Even if I haven't made it before, I don't know what my problem is. Just too comfortable with cooking, I guess. Cooking and baking. So here we go. Get our little 2x2s going on there with the yellow and pink. It's just, the colors are sweet. It's just kind of cheerful and sweet. And yeah, put your little sponge back there, Dorothy. Okay, so here's this little scallop. It looks like a party is happening, right? So I'm going to use a little bit of masking here and just kind of overlap and then pull it away. And the little points don't meet. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm coloring all the little hangy downy things with my pink tri-blend marker. And I really don't like the fact that those aren't connecting. So I just take my journaling pen and connect those pieces. And perfect. Perfect enough, I'll say. Perfect enough for me. So this one has, okay, this is one I couldn't help myself. So this one had a big penguin and a little penguin. Well, my son's friends, I thought, I've got to have both of them there. All 3 of them need to be part of the little penguin family, because even penguins, that dad is right there with helping the mom. They take turns in raising that little baby. So it's a perfect little combination. So I'm going to put the mom over here because she's wearing like her little pearls. So it's all 3 of them on here. So she gets a little pink bow. You could put some pink cheeks on all of them too. And it says, just chillin', which that's what penguins do, right? So I just had a little blank space in between the white and the yellow. So once again, what are we making? A little journaling, except it's just part of the page. So I'm trying to keep the lines about the same. It's not quite. I'm trying to go from one line to another, but... So there we go. That was cute, right? Mom and Dad penguin and the baby. So I'm just hoping that my son's friends like their little album. You know, I thought, you can't just have something sit around doing nothing, right? So you want to share, and she's the only one since my son doesn't have any girlfriends at the moment. There isn't, I don't see little ones in my very near future. Okay, now I like this black background. This is striking with all of these colors. I think it looks really pretty. Those colors really, really pop, of course, on the black. And we've got a little strip with our little double hearts. And then the mint cardstock. And it gets a little outline, so I'm just putting it at like 1/8 of an inch, going all around the edge there. You could freehand that, but with me, my freehand is really scribbly now. Very, very scribbly. So we'll put our 3x3 right in the center there. And then you can add where you are or the date or what you're doing. And then we get a little banner to go ahead and add to it. And then we've got Best Day Ever, and that's right off of the penguin. And then we get some stars. They're cute. Oh my goodness, this is just such a cute little album. And here we're coming up, so we're close to finishing up here. And a lot of these pages, they're the same, but they're just one's right-handed, one's left-handed page. So that's why I say the cutting was pretty simple, because a lot of the cuts were, to each of the same or close to the same. So on the other one, the little hearts were at the bottom, and now they're at the top. And then we're going to go ahead and do our little 1/8 of an inch going around. It's funny how that helps to really finish off the look. It's just adding a little bit of a frame, and you wouldn't think, well, that really doesn't do, what does that do? So then we also have a little title up there for, whatever you want to put. And then, of course, your picture. And little Tombo holding the stars on. Those are tiny stars, kind of hard for me to hold on to. And there we've got our little white gel pen. I'm really loving my white gel pen. Now, if you wanted to, you could do a white stitch around the black outline, if you were so inclined. And so I'm pulling that up and just tucking the yellow underneath. And that's I think it's a little heart with little lines on either side of it. This is the last page. And I love that they're using the black and white. Well, we're going through Tombow, aren't we? I like this Tombow. I haven't used the dotted adhesive before, and I really do like it. I've been trying out different Tombows because their Tombow is doing some different stuff with their adhesives now, so I had to try out some of the new ones. It's like an air Tombow, and this one's the dots. Okay, and I like this little tab. So I like this bright yellow going in the little tab window. Add a little glue to it. And some dashed lines. Isn't that pink pretty with the white background with the black dots? I think that's just really, really pretty. So there's a lot of small pieces on this stamp set. So when you finish stamping and you clean them and remove them, you want to make sure that you put them back because they're small enough that they could easily get lost. So make sure that you put your small stamps back. I'm telling you, some of them are really tiny. And then this is coming up to our last page. And the last thing we'll be doing is putting all of the pages into their little protective page protectors. And this is a little rip here and a little rip there. And that's going to go on as kind of another little tag. And then we've got some stars going here. That's a threesome. So they come that way. And then the last thing I'll be doing after I load all the pages up into their page protector, then I'll put them in the album, and then we can do a flip through. Mind you, I think that I managed to leave one of the post-it notes on one of the pages before after I realized it, after I got it onto my video software. So please pretend that's not there. I never get perfect. I just don't get perfect. It just doesn't happen for me. So there we go. So I'm just going to load them up as they go. Do I know how they go? No. That's the closing page. Now I'm just trying to put them in order. So I had them in backwards order. So here we go. And this, I'd have to tell you, it was pretty doggone satisfying to start putting all of these pages into the little album. And, you know, I'm just gonna, I hope my son's friend really likes it. And that one's a little party. We missed that one. That had presents on it that ended up being little three-dimensional. I popped them up. Somehow that got missed in the taping. Or maybe it was where I wasn't talking. That's probably what it was. So here we go. Now really, this is, I mean, this would be a nice birthday gift for someone, or a Christmas gift. And, you know, to think I put in, well, okay, so we're at minute 40, say 46 minutes times 3 is 120 and 15, so like 135 minutes. So that's over like 2 hours and 15 minutes or so to do this. There's that number 1. Ignore that. So I think it would make a really cute little present. And it would be made with love for sure, and I think very much appreciated on the other end. And they could add pictures to it. Hope you love it. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.